Welcome back to another segment of the MCR. My name's TJ. I'll be going solo, and for quite some time, Mac and I have been talking between us that we wanted to get back into the occasional solo, and whether it be logistics or equipment or whatever. But here we go. I'm compelled to share with you what's on my heart, and what I'd like to talk about is last week was not a very good week for the military, and when I say military, I might as well just say the United States Army. You have soldiers and ex-soldiers making the headlines, and I'm going to touch on four of them that some of you may have heard about. I know you've heard about a couple of them for sure by now, but the first one is the terrorist attack in New Orleans on Bourbon Street. Okay, the guy takes a truck, breaches barricades, drives into a crowd of people, killing 14, maybe 15 people, injuring like another 35 or something. FBI is hesitant to say it's a terrorist attack when the guy's got a ISIS flag on display from the trailer hitch from the tailgate of the truck. Okay, and you know, then it finds out he's ex-army. Okay, and then and that was on New Year's Day, and then also on New Year's Day, you had this guy by the name of Matthew Livelsberger, however you say his name, blowing up a Tesla Cybertruck. Well, them things look goofy too, I'll tell you. But blowing up a Tesla Cybertruck in front of Trump Tower in Las Vegas, and of course the comment was, well, at least he picked the right vehicle because from what I've read about this now, them things are built like tanks, and it didn't really explode. Yeah, it caught fire. Yeah, flames went upward, but no one was injured or hurt. So from the reports I've read, uh, no one seems to be reported injured or hurt because it was an intense blaze. Yes, but no shrapnel, no nothing. The FBI is reporting that the guy shot himself before he detonated his explosive device. He's active duty special forces, and this is where I don't want to get too deep into this, but there's all sorts of Jason Bourne conspiracy theories developing about this guy. Why did he construct such a crude bomb when he had expertise in more lethal weaponry? Okay, and then there was the news that he's emailing people and wanting to make contact with Sean Ryan. If you know who the ex-Navy SEAL Sean Ryan is, he wanted to make contact with Sean Ryan. He wanted to make contact with Pete Hegseth. He wanted to tell him about all sorts of cover-ups of the military and this and that. And the FBI was out to get him, and he was going to try and get to Mexico. And you know, and the FBI saying one thing, and who knows whether or not to believe what they're saying. So it's just like I said, it's a really messed up, all sorts of Jason Bourne conspiracy theories developing with Matthew Livelsberger. Then the third one, you got this guy arrested, a John Wagnius, some young 20-year-old. He gets arrested, and he's for cyber crimes. He hacks into the phone systems of Trump and Kamala Harris, extracts some of their personal data, and then tries to sell it over the web. And then he gets caught, and well, now he's going to be a felon. So that's an ex-army dude. Okay. And then the fourth one, another ex-army dude. He's trying to join Hezbollah in Lebanon and Syria because he wants to kill Israelis. He wants to kill Jewish people. And I guess he got caught. Some kind of and I've never liked this whole dual citizenship, but he's got dual citizenship between the United States and Ireland. So I don't know if this guy's family's from Ireland or what, but he's an Islam convert, and he wants to go over there and kill some Jews, I guess. And as I was looking back at the one guy who tried to join Hezbollah, and then the one guy who drove down Bourbon Street, army soldiers that convert to Islam, I thought back, and this isn't the first time U.S. soldiers have converted to Islam and then lost their marbles. Okay, March 2003, Hassan Akbar. He in the Second Gulf War over in Kuwait. He's running around camp throwing grenades into other soldiers' tents. He eventually was caught, and I'm assuming he's still in prison. Okay, I don't know if he was executed or what, but you know, so you got this out of control army soldier, Islam convert, throwing grenades in tents over there. Okay, and then some years later, November of 2009, you got a Nidal Hassan, an army officer, psychiatrist of all things, another Islam convert. Okay, and he goes on a shooting spree at. Oh, now get this though, a little side piece here. At the time, it was called Fort Hood, but the Fort Hood's been renamed to Fort Cavazos, uh, because Hood was a Confederate general, and woke demands that Fort Hood be renamed. So but anyways, back in 2009, Hassan had to go and kill 13 people, I think during the engagement he was killed. Okay, and I'm thinking, what is DEI facilitating this mindset? And you don't want to say they're causing it, because I think, and maybe most of these, maybe not the guy who was just trying to sell information over the internet, but the others, you know, something happened to them where they lost their marbles, man. And I'm wondering, did DEI pave the way for this mindset? Is it eating away at the soul of our military? A little over a year ago, Mac and I did a segment where we compared two recruitment ads. One was for the United States Army, the other was for the Russian Army, okay? And in the United States Army, it was rather cartoonish, looked like some kindergartner put it together, and it looked like some kindergartner would sit and watch. It was a female soldier with two mommies, and how great it was that she grew up and became a U.S. soldier, okay? And then you got the Russian military recruitment ad, and I got to tell you, it just made the Russian soldier look like complete badasses. And if you were looking to join a badass outfit, uh, you know, why do people join the French Foreign Legion? Because they want to be with a bunch of badasses, maybe. And then just like maybe last year or something, I want to say, Russian military came out with another recruitment ad, which was very flattering to the Russian soldier. They're running these recruitment ads trying to get more soldiers to go to Ukraine and die. Okay, and we can debate just how accurate the Russian recruitment ad is, because if you don't really go into some kind of special unit, I'm not convinced the Russian military soldier, I'm not convinced your average Russian military soldier is the badass that these recruitment ads make them out to be. But you know what? I'm just going with the recruitment ad and saying, I'll tell you what, if you wanted to be a badass, consider this option, But you know, this DEI woke nonsense, it's just destroying our military. It's just destroying it. And are we even going to survive another 2 weeks before Trump gets sworn into office? And hopefully Trump follows through on his promises. Hopefully Pete Hegseth gets confirmed. Hopefully Pete Hegseth actually does what he says he wants to accomplish. I mean, how many times have we seen broken promises by politicians? Okay, so there's the counterpoint to the hope that Trump gets into office and fixes this stuff. But you know, assuming that Trump and Hegseth or whoever else is capable of accomplishing, man, the next 2 weeks can't pass quick enough for me. So that's all I wanted to share. I don't want to ramble too much here, because I will ramble and I will vent and I will rant and I will do all of the above. And for those who've been watching us for quite some time, yes, I am ex-military. I served in the 1980s when it was peacetime. Uh, I was up on the East German border, did multiple surveillance missions along the East German border when East Germany was still communist. And when I say on the border, I'll tell you I came as close as 1 inch to East Germany. So, when I see this nonsense going on in the military, it just really it embarrasses me. It infuriates me. It man, it just gets me going. And I just had to say, share my mind on this nonsense here. Okay, so we'll leave it at that. Thanks everyone for your support. Whether or not Mac or me, we do another solo or whatever, but we'll catch you in the next segment. As always, be safe, watch your six, and don't tread on me.